one of the biggest problems within the Child Protective Services with social services, in 1997, President Bill Clinton signed into effect what he called the Safe Families Act, Safety Families Act. Now, within this act, it literally had the families run your clock out on the parents when you have a child that has been removed from the family. And the sole purpose for the social services is reunification, so they say. They claim to their goal ultimately is to unify the children back with the families if they've been removed. They're not supposed to keep the children. They're supposed to protect the children and the families.
Right.
But what they did in 97, after 15 months of court and the process going on, whether the parents have complied or not, it is on the shoulders and the choice of the Department of Social Services, Child Protective Services, to either keep the children and put them into foster care, permanent foster care, and adopt them out, or to give them back to the parents, as they should be doing. That is their job, to try to see to it this happens. Well, with the court systems and the delay and the delay and the delay, they literally, your judges, your social workers, and all the people involved with the family court system there, the juvenile court system, they purposely are running the clock out. So after the parents have jumped through these hoops thinking they're going to get their children back, they adopt them out, and their lives are ripped apart forever. You know, you complain about at the border separating the children from the families. I'm not for separating families, period. It's detrimental.
That's right.
To the...
It should be against the law to separate the mother from
Yes.
the child.
They're taking
I
children
cannot
like
believe-
crazy.
Infants.
It's
I
terrible.
cannot
That's right.
believe
Can you see how hot this topic is?
And
How
it is.
emotionally charged
it's
people
horrible
get?
and disgusting,
It's
but this is
disgusting
big
what they're doing to our
business.
children.
And this is what's going on right before our eyes, that they are hiding very, very well and not letting the general public know about it.
Find out what they're doing with the money. Follow the money.
Follow the money. Now,
Well,
the
who's
bad
paying
part
them? The
is,
government's paying them to do that.
well, and
No, they're buying.
They're getting
buying
money out of
kids.
this.
They're-
Yes, they're getting money.
They're
They're
paying
getting
for the
money.
kids, yes.
for each one of these children that go into adoption, social services is forever. They're getting money for that kid,
So we're
regardless,
doctors, so
extra
we're-
money.
a lot
Not
of
just the
people.
foster family, they're getting money for their slush fund. This is a very corrupt, evil system.
It's
And
very
it
evil.
has to stop.
So here in the community, we are going to expose that on Tuesday.
I think
We
that's
need to
the first
keep our
thing-
families together.
That's the
Yes.
first
That's what
thing.
makes America strong, is
Should be
families
mandatory.
together.
You cannot take your children. Period.
children are our
Blood
future,
relatives
you
cannot
guys.
take. Should be a rule. Should be a law.
A lot of people are stealing children right now, including the hospitals. They're desperate because they're losing their food, and they need them to live. And it's really gross. I won't go into it, but that's the first thing that is being addressed around the world right now, is Operation Underground Railroad. There's a number of groups of people who are dedicated to saving what children they can, who have been trafficked and kidnapped and stolen and taken and bred for their purposes, and also not only that, but closing up the tunnels and getting rid of the people who are doing this.
You betcha.
So that's what we're doing by exposure and accountability.
Absolutely. And we have policemen, law enforcement, deputy district attorneys, judges, and social services all working together to steal these children,
That's
literally
right.
steal them away from their families.
Along with the pharmaceutical companies, the hospitals, the doctors.
It
yes.
doesn't get more evil, ma'am.
I know that. I'm very aware of it, and it's very, very gross.
Okay, so let's bring that up on the next the what do we should the city call town meetings are called city town meetings. What should we call what we're doing?
Our March for
What do you call it?
Justice.
Make slow great again?
March for Justice, take slow back.
That's kind of been used already. You know,
March for Justice is good because it does cover.
March for Justice kind of covers.
And you started it
what we're
already.
seeking. We've started
Yeah.
this.
So
And it is what we are seeking. We are all seeking justice regardless of color, religion, gender. We're all seeking judgment.
we're all against the same
Justice.
enemy too.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to come together because keep them separated is the agenda, so we won't hold them accountable and bring them
Absolutely.
to
Together
their
we
knees.
stand.
And let's do some standing.
Let's stand.
All right, love life. Life will love you back. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming to this meeting, and this is the beginning of the beginning. Sorta. You guys are old hats at this. I know that. Thank you for being here for everybody, you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for coming and listening to me on my soapbox.